Hey everyone, Disney Family Man. Once again, I'm back for another exciting news video. I'm just going to keep rolling them out here, folks, because we got a lot of news coming from the Walt Disney Company. So in this video, I thought I'd talk about Disneyland. Yes, the the little park that could, and we were all wondering, when it will officially be opened. Well, we got some good news. It's not an official announcement to say what actual date it'll be open, but it came from CEO and chairman of the Walt Disney Company, Bob Chapek, that Disneyland will potentially be opened in the month of April. They said that in the state of California, all theme parks could eventually open April 1st, and everyone kind of, jumped to the conclusion, oh, Disneyland's going to be opened on April 1st. But if you actually read the description, it says that they are allowed to open on April 1st. But obviously, Disney has to rehire all back its cast members for the resort, get everything prepped and prepared, for that grand opening, because we all know everyone and their grandmother is going to be there once Disneyland opens. This was a year in the making because everyone thought that Disneyland was going to reopen when Walt Disney World opened last summer, July 11th, or more so for its 65th anniversary. That would have been perfect for it to open. But unfortunately, the pixie dust didn't land well, and we all were waiting for Disneyland to reopen. But now I believe that they said, after that announcement, Bob Chapek said probably by mid to late April, Disneyland will reopen. And of course, when it does reopen, they will have the strict guidelines that Walt Disney World has as far as the mask wearing and the social distancing goes. You could take your mask off when you're stationed or when you are eating and drinking, because Disney had changed that notion as well, because a lot of people were abusing the system of just taking the excuse of pulling their mask off wherever they're at and taking maybe a little bite of popcorn or a sip of drink. And it's like, okay, yeah, but you have to be stationed at a particular area to be able to do that. And also when you're sitting down for a meal, not until you get your food and drink may you remove the mask. And when you are done eating and drinking, the mask goes back on. So just wanted to clarify that Disneyland will be implementing those same strict guidelines that Walt Disney World has. I'm very excited to know that Disneyland will be reopening its gates again, because I think, along with me, I think a lot of people probably thought it'll never happen. I mean, we all want to believe in that magic that it will, but a lot of times, not necessarily to say it would never open on its own terms, but with the economy and, the finances that everyone is going through right now because of the pandemic, that a lot of people were wondering, including myself, that will Disneyland ever recover? Will they ever be able to bounce back from this? And I think now that they're in a place where they are still doing that event, I believe it's called Touch Magic or something like that, don't quote me. I don't really know too much of the Disneyland. I'm more of Walt Disney World because I'm on the East Coast, but I believe it's something of that nature. It's a hard ticket event. You have to actually purchase it. And Disney was also staying afloat by allowing people to go into downtown Disney to do shopping and starting out with dining. Then they took it away and then brought it back. So, and then going into Disney California Adventure, that they allowed them to walk Buena Vista Street. And then I think that they said that they were going to open partial of Cars Land for like food, beverage, and shopping. But I don't know, as far as like from the time that I'm making this video, they may just 86 that altogether, or I should say Route 66 it. Because they're actually going to open up the theme parks again. So I know, sorry folks, that was a corny little joke. That joke should have belonged on the Jungle Cruise, so yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited to know that Disneyland will be opening back up. I am very curious to know, too, as well, as what they're going to do with the annual pass holders, because Disneyland holds a lot more annual pass holders than they do just with families traveling to go on vacation. So I am very curious to see what they're going to do about that. I got an email as well. I don't know if I fall in this category because I had a Premier passport, which allowed me to travel back and forth to both resorts on both coasts, Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And they said that whoever had an annual pass for Disneyland, they became legacy pass holders. And I think I received an email explaining what that was, but I don't know if I fall necessarily under that category as a legacy pass holder because I actually received a partial refund for my Disneyland portion because they weren't open, because they're starting all over, because their annual pass system is completely gone. But I was allowed to keep my Walt Disney World part, but when I renewed, it was just as Walt Disney World. So I am very curious to see that, do I fall under that bracket with legacy pass holders? Do I get first choice of being able to repurchase a pass? But I think next time when I do, it was very challenging, I will say. It was very beneficial to actually use the Premier Passport, but I have to say, when dealing with a global crisis as we are with this pandemic, it was very difficult of bouncing back and forth to each resort, trying to figure out what's going to go on, because with the Premier Passport, it is utilized for Walt Disney World and Disneyland. But as to apples and oranges, they are both different resorts, even though they're run by the same company. So they do a lot of things different, and they run the pass separately, even though it's combined into one card. So I think that if I was to ever become another annual pass holder for Disneyland again, if I am under that bracket for legacy pass holders, I think I would probably purchase a single pass just for Disneyland and have my Walt Disney World as well. It pretty much rolls out to the same amount of money, pretty much. It's just having that notion cut down into one instead of two. I mean, there may be some differences like with the taxes go and everything, but to me, after I crunched the numbers, it was pretty much the same. So, all in all, I'm very excited about Disneyland reopening. A lot's going on right now with the Walt Disney Company. They're going like full force on, trying to get everything reopened and everything that they're working on. With a previous video that I literally just did with the grand opening for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, I will post that video to this one at the end of it, and you guys can check that out as well. So thank you all for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you at Disneyland or Walt Disney World. Definitely, if you see me, come say hi. I'm definitely a people person, and always remember, stay healthy, stay safe, stay Disney. Bye, everybody.